All right. Well, thank you, Jamie. Wow. First of all, I'm extremely excited and privileged and honored to be chosen as one of the speakers for this Limitless conference. It's early. I'm early, so I'm glad I was ready. I'm glad I was backstage ready to rock. But Jamie, you and Leanne obviously have been a godsend to me and my family. This opportunity, this credible opportunity, Experior, has been a blessing to me and our organization. But I'm going to get right into my message. It's called, well, actually, we all sent topics prior to the event to tell you what we're going to speak of or speak about and train on. So mine was planned to win, but I want to tell you, I'm calling an audible because we've had some phenomenal speakers, some phenomenal trainers. Obviously, we've gotten a great deal of great and phenomenal information. But Mr. Harpreet, I tell you, sir, you were all up in the message, planning, doing it. I said, man, that's a phenomenal message. And go figure, you're actually a truck driver. So that was pretty coincidental. So I'm gonna call an audible, Dylan. All right. So I'm gonna call an audible right now. And again, I tell you, it's better to ask for forgiveness, later. So I'm gonna just ask that you forgive me. Then I'm going to call an audible. Power of belief will make you unstoppable. That's what I'm going to talk about today. The power of belief will make you unstoppable. And ladies and gentlemen, you absolutely want to be an unstoppable force for your business, for your team. So let's get into it. Mauro Arturi, the grandfather of Experior, I'll tell you, sir, you had vision. You had vision. You had vision in the top of your training. And I said, man, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right page here. Vision, the faculty or state of being able to see. She had perfect vision, the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. The organization has tremendous vision and direction. Now, I'm going to flip it a little bit. Again, I'm calling audibles here. I know, look, I don't, you called me up early. Hopefully I get a little bit more grace on the time, but I'm going to talk about certainty. Folks, certainty, firm conviction that something is the case. She knew with absolute certainty that she would win. A fact that it is definitely, or an event that is definitely going to take place. It's a fact that I will be a top producing national executive director. Similar words, inevitable, foregone conclusion. How many people right now know that we have those two sides of our brain? The emotional side, the logical side, those are the main sides. If you can control your thoughts and you can control your feelings, then you will ultimately dictate your actions and determine your results. I'll say it again. If you can control that 6 inches between your two ears, you will dictate and determine not only your actions, but your results. We talk about, again, these are bullet points. Again, these were already here. Folks, I'm not going to belabor these. Look, goals with proper actions equal results. Inspect what you expect. Stops, ready, fire, aim mentality. Helps you keep score, play to win. Gives you a clear target to shoot for. We've heard this. We are getting some great information, but I'm going to talk about this right here. See, you've been given phenomenal training on what? You've heard the how. Proper prospecting with consistent activity. You've heard the what to say when approaching your prospect, clients, how to interact, how to we call it friendship farming with the FORM acronym: family, occupation, recreation, money. Meet people in the grocery store, the gas station, where you name it, we meeting them, right? You understand why. That's very important. You already have been told how important during this conference your why is: to connect, to feel, to in here, deep down as well, deep down in the inside. Okay, I like the movie Hitch. Deep down in here, right, is the utmost importance. Who knows what hurts you more than you? You know. Just learn how to get in touch with that. Learn how to articulate that. But what I want to talk about is you need to get absolutely clear on the do. You need to do it. Again, Harpreet, you were all up in the message, sir. The dream team. How many of you were absolutely, first of all, we're thankful to have a phenomenal leadership, executive leadership council here. all the names you see here. I'm not going to go into all the names for time's sake, but you've heard some of them speak, and you will hear some of them to come speak today. They are phenomenal. What? Servant leaders, as Adiola said. Well, what if I were to tell you that there's a way with certainty that you could build an organization like the Dream Team in your agency? Well, here's why. Because there's facts here. There's facts. You've heard the law of large numbers. Everybody's heard all the law of large numbers is in your favor. Go out and prospect the numbers. Then if you knew for a fact that 52 cards were in a deck of cards, 52, and that there were 4 aces hidden amongst those cards, if that's a proven fact, and you were now flip that into leaders, and you knew for a fact, if you prospect enough people, talk to enough people, introduce enough people, it's a fact that you're going to end up with future executive leadership council members in your agency. If that was a fact, then what's stopping you? What's stopping you? Is that what? It's that emotional side, logical side? Which one? It's not the logical side, because I just said it's a certainty. It's a certainty, and I'm going to prove it to you. Limitless prospect. Here's the chronicle order of my results in my organization. Again, hopefully I have a little more time because I'm early, but guess who your first recruit is? You, yourself. That's me. Okay. Yeah, that's me. All right. Be a servant leader. Starts with you. But guess what? Who are you looking for? You're looking for what? Not just other people. Look, we want to introduce everybody. Everybody has an opportunity, a level playing field to win. But we're looking for what? Leaders. Leaders are out there. You're going to get what you look for. You're going to get what you expect. So look for leaders. You're identifying people of influence. So you see here, by the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th person that I introduced through my organization, if you were to take a chronological order, husband and wife, superstars, Eric and Dr. Mary Robinson, executive directors, MVPs of Experience, rookies of the year, folks, boom, explosion took place. Guess what? They did what? They introduced their people, started introducing the food. This is real life, y'all. This is what happened in my organization. Boom, 11 and 12. Guess who that was? Man, Jock and Meredith Vaughn, executive directors. Boom, explosion. Guess what? We're in the beginning. I was blessed. My network we had a strong network, knew some great people, and found them early in the process. But it's a process, folks. How do you find the additional leaders? You got to talk to more people. Look, I know somebody's looking at the screen. You might say, oh my gosh, I got to talk to that many people. If it took you 100, 200, 300 people, would it be worth prospecting 2, 3, 4, 500 people? Would it be worth it if you knew that maybe number 24 would be Razan and Rana Beg? If you knew that the 50th person was, or 60th or 100th person was Adrian Robinson. And again, I'm putting the pictures up. I'm biased. We have some beautiful team members. But what about Amora Arturi? Somebody prospected him. Frank DeLeo, Adiola, Darren and Steph. I mean, the list goes on and on. I could talk about all the names. They're in there. They're in there, folks. Look, documentation beats conversation. How do I know this? I mean, you're like, how are you qualified to tell me that this is certain? I'll tell you why. Because it's happened. It's happened before for me. Again, regardless of what the company was, that company's no longer even in business. Okay, that's why I'm no longer there. But bottom line is, I started. This is back in March of 2007. Here it is, the dots. We have a visualization report in our back office in Xperia. It looks similar to this. It's just horizontal instead of vertical. Here it is. Boom. Boom. Introduce a few people. Boom. March. Boom. June. A few more people. Boom. December. Boom. Okay, this is 2007, y'all. All right. So give me a little backstory, a little history here. Boom. 5 years later. Boom. Folks, I've seen this. We've seen this. We know how to do this. We understand it's a numbers game. Go out there. Don't worry about the twists and turns. Don't worry about, why does it have to be so many twists? Why does it have to be, so people call it luck. No, it's numbers. It's not luck. You got to put the work in. And as Chris Prickett said, and I'll tell you, that was an awesome interview. But guess what? Don't wish it was easier. Don't wish it was straight. Say, why isn't it straight, Relly? Why isn't it a straight road? Why don't they have a sign plastered on their forehead saying I'm a leader? Don't take that class. Don't ask the why. Don't ask why not, why this, how. Do it. The roadmap is here for you. It leads to success. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you've already won. You need to understand you are unstoppable if you just simply believe. So with that being said, thank you very much. I appreciate the time. Thank you again, Jamie, man, all the incredible leaders. I wish I had more time to thank everybody that's been an instrumental part of my success, but thank you very much, team. Love you all. Let's go to the top. Let's win. You got it.